Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I was thinking of you all. I read about the soccer match, and it sounds like the team performed admirably. I was thinking of you all. I hope you're all doing well. Sounds like there's some nice weather where a lot of you are, so still a lot to celebrate. Hey, Beetle. Hey, Valerie, Gina, Robert, and Sue. Jack's mom, I was so happy to see that you're with us today. Thank you. Especially everyone else who already said hi in the chat. Let's get to it. Should be a good one. This is a topic, especially responding to force-suit forcing. That's where I need my help. We're at the very least, the practice. I need to come back to make sure I don't get confused in the heat of battle. Let's get to it. Before I do, I want to remind everyone, if you need any tech support, and I'm speaking just to the folks here live, please don't leave that in the live chat. Of course, all the regulars know that, but it can distract from other people's learning experience. So instead, if you're running into any tech trouble, if you can't see or hear Jack, can't see or hear the slides, we have a new banner, a link right in the classroom, right above my head. You'll see the LearnBridge Online logo, and right underneath that it says, click here for support. If you're having any trouble, just click on that, and it will open up a page with all of our suggestions, the backup links you'll need to try getting in, everything we can do to help. If troubles persist, even after looking at that page, what I recommend, email me. I'll respond personally, and probably it might make sense to just wait for the replay, which of course will be added to the lesson library as soon as the video processes after the live lesson. I think that's it before we start the recording. So I'm going to start the recording now. We'll call on Jack up, and I think Jack has a new virtual background in his studio office, so we'll have to guess where he's joining us from. All right, here we go. The recording is active. Welcome back to the class, everyone watching by replay. Sad you couldn't be with us live, but maybe next week, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we hope you're having a lovely summer or winter for folks in the Southern Hemisphere. And if you have questions about today's lesson, and one of the wonderful folks with us live doesn't ask on your behalf, you can leave that question for Jack on the class page, and we'll all keep learning together there. All right, let me call up Jack, and we'll get to the fun. A couple quick announcements, too, before we get started. Hey there, Jack.
Well, I'm in the mystery location, Bashir.
Yes, that's not the background I was expecting.
No, well, this was the painting we had exactly a year ago, which people really liked. There you go.
Did we talk about how lovely it might look at on your wall at home?
I think we did as well. Yes, we did that.
Well, maybe we just get a screenshot, and we'll print it out, and
yes, we'll do it. I'm sure we could do something in a virtual way. But yes, no, I mean, there aren't many countries in Europe beginning with P. In fact, I can only think of Portugal, to be honest with you. So yes, here at the hotel with the children, which is lovely. Just here till Thursday.
Well, thank you so much for carving out the time for us as well. We sure look forward to this. Poland, of course. Maggie's right on it. And
Maggie, you're on it. Well done.
Well
she obviously
done.
had a bit of extra. Maggie had a bit of extra coffee this morning in her.
Well done, Maggie.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead, Jack.
No, you go.
Just a couple quick things. I will be manning the support desk, but then I will have to leave about halfway through today's lesson. Jack will wrap it up. It's my daughter's birthday, so we're taking her out to her favorite restaurant. So, Jack, if it's okay, I'll leave it to you to wrap things up. And for anyone who runs into any tech trouble, again, click on that banner that says click here for support. Or if you want to reach out for any reason, please do so in the first half of the lesson. And then one other thing, a larger one, next week through this time next month, I will actually be in the U.S. with my family So we have the wonderful Caroline, who many of you know. She's part of the LBO team. She's hosted a number of the different classes with a number of different teachers. She will be here hosting and introducing Jack, and here to help out however I can for about the next month or so until I'm back. I was thinking I would try to pull it off, but it sure is an early wake up, and with kids there as well, I thought best to find someone else who might be a bit sharper.
Thanks, Bashir. Well, I'm sure we'll take good care of everything. I
Good.
was going to wear my sunglasses, by the way, but I left them, annoyingly, I left them in the bedroom. I was going to bring them down here. They were going to be my prop for this morning.
Oh, perhaps Wednesday's class?
Yeah, so they'll have to wait till Wednesday. So you want to see me in sunglasses, everyone, come along on Wednesday.
You guys would always be welcome there. Well, Jack, why don't I turn it over to you, to everyone else in the class. I'm always around. You'll always be able to reach me for any reason, hello@learnbridgeonline.com. But I'll be back here with the live lessons in about a month. So until then, say hi anytime, but I'll see you guys in about a month. Thanks all. Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Bashir. Let's get going, everyone. And just press a few buttons. Full suit forcing. Well, some of you will have done it before. Some of you will be rusty on it. Some of you forget to use it. Quite a few improvers, I find, don't forget to use full suit forcing. It's such a useful convention. And there'll be some of you, of course, who've never learned it before. We do start from the beginning. So here's the first question. Let's get straight into it. You've got 13 points. You bid 1 spade. Your partner's come back 2 diamonds. What next for you as South? Known as responders rebid. 13 points. You can't see the slides, Sam? Can the others see them? I think it's just you, Sam. Refresh your browser. I think Sam needs to refresh her browser. Yeah, what are you going to bid? It does depend on your methods. Morning, Chris Boyd. Are you new to the chat box? Maybe you've changed your surname. Oh, Chris is new. Hi, new. Hi, new. Hi, Chris. Always nice to have new people in the class. And of course, you've got access to the replay library, Chris, as well. But they're a very friendly bunch on Monday mornings. Well, they are on Wednesday too. Yes, I mean, it depends on your methods. But if you're not playing full suit forcing, you just have to bid 3 no trumps. Yeah, even without a club stopper. But there is a solution, which I think a number of you have come across. Full suit forcing, yeah. So there it is, a conventional bid. If you and your partner agree to play it, a bid of the 4th suit by opener or responder shows 12 or more points and is forcing to game. Yeah, 100% forcing to game. That's the beauty of the convention. It's artificial and ask partner for more information. Does not promise any cards in the 4th suit. You might have a void. You might have a singleton. Yeah. No, it doesn't show anything to do with the holding in the 4th suit, Sam. Could be a singleton, could be little ones, could be anything. You might have 4 or 5 of them. Why is it so useful? Well, because it sets up a game forcing situation when you've got a strong hand. So both players can investigate game options, or sometimes slam, knowing that neither partner can pass below game. So you can take the bidding really slowly. This opens up a lot more bidding space for you to find the best contract. Conventional bids, that means it's artificial. So playing online, you would alert it yourself. If you're playing face-to-face at a bridge club or whatever, your partner brings out the alert card. If you never alert your own bids playing face-to-face, that would be awkward. Okay, so here's our next problem. We are agreeing to play 4 suit forcing with our partner. It's one of the simpler conventions, although you may not agree with me in an hour's time. You've bid 1 spade, partner comes back with 2 clubs. What next for you as South? As responder? It's effectively responders rebid, isn't it? Morning, Peter A, Jane, Dulcie. Delighted to bring you this lesson from my holiday. It's only an hour out of the day. The children are still asleep. Robert and Sue, the double act. Oh, there's another double. Ooh, all the double acts. Brian and Christine, Graham and Carol, all together. That's bizarre. 3 double acts all together. Phil B, Patricia, Grammarly 1. That looks like Graham. Are you new, Grammarly 1? Kim, Eileen. Yeah, you're all bidding 2 diamonds. It takes a bit of getting used to if you don't play full suit forcing, because, you know, it doesn't look natural, does it, to bid a suit you've only got 3 cards in. Jack's mum's got her investigative hat on. There you go. 2 diamonds, partner will alert it, and now the bidding's really so. Neither can stop below game level now. And primarily about shape, yeah, is what we're going to do. It's the best way of playing full suit forcing. So let's look at the priorities. First priority, as when you're responding to full suit forcing, is to show 3 card support for responder's first suit, okay? Because you might have a fit if partner's got 5. So partners come back full suit forcing, artificial, they may not have any diamonds, 12 plus points, they want more information. What are you going to tell them about your hand here, everyone? 3 spades, 5 hearts, 4 clubs. And it's rather like the unassuming cube bid. It is a convention people forget, which is a shame because it's so useful. So our first priority, everyone, is shape, to show 3 cards for partner's first suit, which is spades. That would be our first priority here. Because North might have 4 spades, they might have 5. Might have 6, unlikely, but they might. So I think the chat box, the live chat box is coming good. They're all bidding 2 spades. Tim, Mary, Valerie. Yeah, should we have a look at the answer? That's great. And if North has got 5 cards in spades, they'll bid to game. If they've only got 4 cards, they'll bid something else. They might bid no trumps. They might ask for a stopper. They might do a number of different things. But you have set up a game forcing situation. Well done, Valerie, Tim, Mary, Chris, everyone. So we're just going to go on to our first practice hand on BBO. There we are. It's 1 heart by North. 1 spade by South, fairly straightforward. Prefer 2 clubs, really. By North, not far away from a 2 spade bid with 3 cards sport and a singleton. But what next for South, you think? 13 points. And rather like Stayman and transfers and Roman keycard Blackwood, etc., you agree your conventions with your partner before you start playing. Obviously, with your regular part, you know what you're playing. Dulcie, Patricia, B, all our regulars, Jane. Yeah, you're all bidding 2 diamonds. Should we get on with it? I'm going to alert it. So I quite like pressing the alert button. Good. So, partner, we're going to game, and I'm not quite sure where at the moment is really what that 2 diamond bid says. Back to North. This isn't my bedroom, by the way. It's a conference room on the ground floor. What next for North? First priority is to tell partner a bit more about the shape. Because all they've shown partner at the moment is 5 hearts and 4 clubs. And 12 to 18 points. It's very open. Tony, Kim, Phil B, Eileen. Yeah, it'd be a really good idea to tell partner you've got 3 card support for spades. So let's do that. And back to South. Morning, Peter A. Sally A.D. Yes, I think I've recovered from my football hangover. I didn't expect them to win. It would have been nice if they did with the football. Yeah, so we simply bid 4 spades now. Good. Weatherby Sue. Not to be confused with Harrogate Sue. And the opening lead from West, might as well practice the opening lead. Eileen, good morning. Sam, Maggie, of course. Yes, Stuart, Julia M, you're leading your singleton heart. Yeah, good idea. Normally you would lead the full suit forcing, which would be diamonds, but the singleton here is best. Okay, we'll plan the play. I think the thing I'm thinking to myself is, why have they led a heart? That's what I would be thinking to myself when hearts have been bid. Why haven't they led a diamond? So which card should we play from the dummy at trick 1? Yeah, there's just no point finessing here. We know Easter's got the king of hearts. They're just going to win it, and probably that 9 of hearts is a singleton. Really waste the 8 of hearts there. I mean, it's obvious pretty obvious we got the king. Right, and which card from dummy at trick 2? Having done well to win the ace of hearts, good start. Do we draw trumps or do we do something else? Morning, Gina B, Chris Boyd, Sandy, Lisa. Yeah, really, we do need to create the void in dummy to make the extra tricks. Okie dokie. They'd come back probably a small heart here for partner to rough. And switches to a club. There we go. And we can play another diamond. Club to the queen. Rough another diamond on the dummy. Yeah, probably better to play the king of hearts, Sam. Should we go back, actually? Yes, well done. We'll go back. Just go back a bit. I think East does better to play the king of hearts. Let me go back. Well spotted, Sam. I think it is better to play the king of hearts. There we go. So we've gone back in time, everyone. Diamond goes. No point us really roughing this one. So let's discard a diamond. It's going to get over roughed. There you go. Now comes back a club. Hold on, Sam. You're on it this morning. Well, you weren't on it earlier because you couldn't see the screen, but you're on it now. We rough off the final diamond. Now we take the spade finesse, which luckily for us works. Ace of spades. And we've got all winners now, haven't we? 3 trumps, ace, queen of clubs, queen of hearts. They're all winners, so we will just claim that one. There we go, 420. So 4 spades just made. By far superior contract, of course, to 3 no trumps, which would have gone down on a diamond lead. So thanks to 4 suit forcing, we did find our best contract. And the key, of course, to that hand, roughing, losing diamonds on the dummy. Let's go back to the classroom. Hang on. Oh, it's done something funny with me. Go away. There we go. We're back in the classroom. Okay, should we look at the second priority? Because you won't always have 3 card support. So second priority is for opener to repeat their second suit to show at least 5-5. Whether you play 4-suit 4C or not, if any player repeats the second suit, it does show a minimum 5-5 shape, having originally shown a 5-4. Should we have a look? So, we've opened a spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. North has used 4-suit forcing. Tell me more. What's our best bid now as South, do you think? We've shown 5 spades and 4 hearts. So what part I would really like to know is if we've got 5-5. So how can we show 5-5? We've only at the moment shown 5-4. So we can repeat the second suit. Demon Drill is having connection problems. Use your browser, Demon Drill, or the helpline, the widget. So there we go. 3 hearts it is. Yeah, very useful. And of course, North will now bid 4 hearts with 3 card support. Good. Let's play hand 2 on BBO. One spade opening. 2 diamonds response. Remember, it's always high fives, isn't it? With spades and heart. Well, with any suit, always high fives. What does North bid now, do you think? 13 points. Remind me at the end, I will give you a little, for those who want it, a little tour at the back of the hotel, show you the view, which is customary when I'm away from home. Yes, I think we're all bidding 3 clubs here. I'm going to alert it. 4-suit forcing. Nothing to do with clubs. They might have a singleton. They might have 4 or 5 clubs. But we have set up a game forcing situation. South does what? South's basically being asked for more information about their hand. And the first priority is shape, as you can see. So we can now, I mean, even if you're not playing 4-suit forcing, whenever you repeat the second suit, it shows 5-5 at least. I mean, it might be 6-5, but minimum 5-5. Really useful, that, isn't it? Because I don't need to ask this question because I know you're going to bid 4 hearts now, knowing that partner's 5-5. Good. And normally we lead the unbid suit. Sorry, the 4-suit forcing suit is normally the suit to lead. Of course, we wouldn't want to lead away from an ace, but in club, normally we lead the 4th suit. Well, it's planning time. And clearly we're going to win with the ace of clubs. What are we going to do next? Anne Mac, yes, we do open with 10 points if it passes rule of 20, Anne Mac. And here we had a 5-5 shape added to the 10 points comes to the rule of 20. Yeah. So number of points, Anne, as opener, added to the number of cards in the 2 longest suits. So right to open there. So we're going to win with the ace of clubs. A mildly encouraging 4. But what card are we going to play from dummy at trick 2? Are we going to draw trumps or are we going to do something else? Well, it's similar to the last time, actually, isn't it? Creating a void in dummy. Always best to do that first. Well, nearly always. I wouldn't say always. We're going to try and set up the gold dust. Now, gold dust is normally in dummy. It can also be in your own hand, like here. Pleased to see the suit divide 3 and 3. Good. So the spades, we've actually established the spade suit now. Which card from dummy now, do you think? We're in dummy with the 8 of hearts rough. Which card from the dummy? Do we draw trumps or do we do something else? Well, oh, I haven't said hello to you if you're watching in replay. My apologies. Hope you're enjoying this lesson in the afternoon or the evening or the weekend. Yes, actually, some of you are playing a club here. That wouldn't be the right answer, no. It doesn't create you extra tricks, remember. Roughing in the long hand, which is normally declare it. So here's time to draw trumps. But remember, start with the higher card from the shorter holding. Now, yeah, so that's really important, actually. For those who played a club here, that would be the wrong thing to do. It won't give us any extra tricks, roughing in the long hand. We're going to make those trumps anyway. Now, interesting. Do we play the Jack of Hearts to finesse the Queen? Or do we play the King of Hearts here? What do you think? I know you can see the cards, so you know the heart finesse isn't going to work. But in real life, would you play to the Jack of Hearts finessing, or would you play to the King? Quite an interesting situation now. Be honest. I know you're an honest lot. Well, I brought my light with me as well. Let's see what it's like without the light. Ooh, it's quite dark, isn't it? Yeah, that's me in the dark and my makeup light. It's like a circular light I bring with me. Yeah, actually, well, normally the odds would say playing to the Jack of Hearts, but this would be a mistake here. Look what happens if you play the Jack of Hearts. It loses to the Queen. They switch to a diamond, obviously. And actually, West gets a trump promotion with the 10 of Hearts. So East wins with the Queen of Diamonds, cashes the ace, and then plays a third round of diamonds. West will get a trump promotion with their 10 of Hearts. So normally we would finesse here, but actually it's much safer to play the King. Hang on. Yeah. Not bothering to finesse. We play out a winning spade, which they can rough. Diamond switch. The Queen cashes the ace of diamonds. Well, really, it was quite difficult, Gina B, to know that it was better to play the heart there. You have to really see a couple of moves ahead, a bit like a chess move. So it was difficult. It's hard to see. But I could have envisaged a trump promotion there. Where are we? They'll play the King of Clubs. But we rough. Winning spade again. Really, Gina, it's more of an experience thing, that I think. You have to see 2 or 3 moves ahead. And we play out our last 2 trumps. Like that. And that's it. 4 hearts bid are made, courtesy of forcing. That's 620, actually, because we're vulnerable. But well done there if you set up the spades before drawing trumps. That was the key to unlocking that particular puzzle. And just a little note, of course, I've said it before, there's no benefit of roughing clubs in our own hand. It does not give us extra tricks. So that's a good lesson learned too. Let's go back to the classroom. There we go. I think we've got priority number 3 about to come. Yes, we have. So if you don't have any extra shape like that, just before we do, Robert and Sue, yes, if you'd played the Jack of Hearts actually there, it would have gone down that contract because you lose to the Queen and then latterly West gets a trump promotion. You can try it at home. So it was very important there, Robert and Sue, to play the King of Hearts. But it was a hard play to make. Right, third priority, opener repeats their first suit to show 6 cards. Okay, should we look at that? So, we've opened a spade, 2 clubs by North. You've come back 2 diamonds. Better there than bidding 2 spades, by the way. We often say as bridge teachers, it's better to show 9 of your cards than just 6. So better there to bid 2 diamonds than repeating the spades. Partners come back with 2 hearts. 4 suit forcing, more information. What next for us as South? What can we tell partner that's useful this time? I think it's going to be a valuable lesson. We haven't done 4 suit forcing for a long time. It's, these options, there's 6 of them altogether. Not that easy. Should we have a look at the answer? Rosie D, Fred, Tony. We can tell partner that we've got 6 spades by bidding 2 spades there. I think you've already seen those who, new to 4 suit forcing or unfamiliar with it, how useful this convention is. Good. So North, of course, can raise to game with just 2 cards in spades. Let's go on to hand 3 on BBO. Here we go. 1 heart by South. A rule of 27 points. Interesting. Do we bid 1 spade or 2 clubs with the North hand? Interesting, isn't it? Would you bid a spade or would you bid 2 clubs? Quite tricky, this one. The answer might surprise you. Well, let me talk you through it. If you had up to an inclusive 11 points, i.e. not really enough to go for game, you'd bid 1 spade. Oh, Peter's just beat me too. Well done, Peter. But if you got 12 plus points here, you are strong enough to bid 2 clubs first. So it's quite a subtle thing, really. If it's going over your head, it's quite tricky to comprehend. Let it do so like the warm breeze that is actually in this conference room now, because there's no aircon on, but I'm not sweltering, I'm fine. So it's a subtle point. If we just repeat that, the point is, if you've got 12 plus points as responder, you're strong enough to bid your spade second time round because you're going to game. So even though Sam's saying you always have to show the 4 card major, no. Yeah, that's right, Sam. So good to learn it. Up to an inclusive 11 points, you would bid 1 spade and forget about the clubs. But because you've got 12 plus points, you're strong enough to get a second bid as responder. So you'll be able to show the spades next time. You won't miss out on the fit. Okay, so it's quite a subtle point. Are you going to bid 2 hearts or 2 diamonds here? Yeah, so that'll be definitely a good one for the more experienced members of our class, like Sam and Andrew and others. Nice to have Jack's mum on board, of course. Yeah, do you repeat the hearts or do you think it's better to bid 2 diamonds here? Well, if I had a really good heart suit, then I'd probably rebid 2 hearts. But here, much better to show the diamonds. You know, partner might have a singleton heart and 4 or 5 diamonds as responder. Barbara, no. To make let's not go into reverses, Barbara. But to make a reverse bid, it would always be your second bid. Yeah. So no answer. They're just bidding a normal 2 clubs, really, Barbara. You know, as I often say, longest suit at lowest level. North, what do they do next with their 13? Clearly, they must bid again. Two spades. What next for South now? Yep, clearly repeating the second suit. With 6 cards. And back to North. Yeah, so now partner's shown 6 hearts and 4 diamonds. North raises to game with just 2. That's it. So an efficient auction via 4-suit forcing to find the best contract. What would you lead, though, to 4 hearts? The 4-suit forcing was spades here, wasn't it? I didn't alert it, actually. I mean, I don't like leading from a king, you know, against a trump contract. Never lead from an ace. Try hard not to lead from a king. But here, you know, they're not in 3 no trumps. They haven't shown a spade stopper. 4-suit forcing with spades. I'm going to make an attacking lead of the jack of spades for sure. Yeah. Don't mind leading from a king here with 4-suit forcing. Losing trick count. Good question, Robert and Sue. Doesn't apply, no, because remember, to use losing trick count, Robert and Sue and others, you need 4 card support, not 2. So that's quite a useful point on losing trick count. You need to have at least 4 card support. Trump is dangerous, I'd say, Phil B, from King Jack 10. I wouldn't want to lead from King Jack 10. You might just be leading into the jaws of the ace queen, giving a trick away. But good question from Phil B. No, I wouldn't like to lead from King Jack 10. That might butcher my trump holding. I'd be expecting to make 2 trump tricks with King Jack 10. But if you lead one, declare might have the ace queen, and you'll only make 1 trick. But good point there. Right, Jack of spades lead. Let's get going. An encouraging 9. Continues with a small one, shall we say? Barbara, see you next week. Wish we rough. Okay. All very good. What card should we play now, do you think, from Declarer? What card specifically? What you must be thinking to yourself is it right to draw trumps now? Question to Gina. Yes, I didn't know that South had the king of spades, but it'd be pretty unlucky if it had a singleton king. Yeah. And the thing is, if they've just got king X, you're giving away a trick. So, why are we playing a diamond, by the way? Can I just ask that question? Quite a few of the chat box are playing a diamond. I must tell you, it's definitely right to draw trumps here. Yeah, but why do we want to get to dummies king? How are you going to... This hand is all about suit combinations. How do you play 6 to the ace opposite queen X? Okay. Do you think it's right to go to dummy with the king of diamonds and play the queen of hearts? Yeah, best if you don't look at the hearts, by the way. Imagine you can't see where the hearts are with the opponents. Creating a void's no good here, Brian and Christy. I'm glad you mentioned it, but we got 4 diamond winners. We can't possibly make any extra tricks from diamonds by roughing or creating a void. Yeah, actually, the best way of playing this combination here, and our more experienced players spotted it, of course, is to play small one, say they play low, towards the queen. Yeah, well done. Stuart, Carrie, Julie, and others. That's our finesse position. It's a common mistake amongst improvers to go to dummy and run the queen of hearts. That will never help because second player east would always cover with the king. So the finesse position there is towards the queen. It's 50-50. I mean, West might have played the king of hearts, but it makes no difference. Whatever happens, we make the queen. Now to the ace. Leaving out the last one. We can now play out diamond winners. Like so. We're on the home stretch now. We've done the hard bit. Quite tricky, that suit combination, though. We'll take the club finesse. To the queen. But now we just lose one trick. Doesn't matter. To the king of hearts. And they will take the last couple of tricks. Ace first, Lisa, doesn't work. No, I'm afraid not, because that just leaves us with a singleton queen in dummy, and we'd lose 2 heart tricks. So good question from Lisa. She was thinking about playing the ace of hearts first. No, that ruins the finesse position with queen X in dummy. Yeah, you have to play low towards the queen. If you play the ace, you see, hearts first, that only leaves the singleton queen in dummy, which is automatically won by east or west. Okay, good point there. So we have... just made it. Yep, 620. Peter's saying we need to make 4 tricks in hearts. Yeah, if East had the king of hearts here, this contract was 50-50, everyone. If East had the king of hearts, we'd have lost 2 heart tricks and gone 1 down. But we'd have been pretty unlucky because we'd have lost, 2 finesses would have been wrong. The heart finesse would have been wrong and the club finesse was wrong as well. But yes, we did need West to have the king of hearts. But that is a useful suit combination there for you towards the queen. Let's go back to the classroom. For a little bit more tuition. Next week, by the way, it's quite exciting. 2 conventions back to back. It's Roman keycard Blackwood, which again, we have done in the distant past, but a very useful convention, and one that definitely needs refreshing. For those who've done it before, those who haven't learned it, it's optional. But it is quite difficult. It's the advanced version of Blackwood. Right, let's get back to business. So we've done shape now, the first three priorities. We're now moving on to fourth priority. You don't have any extra shape, but what you do is open a bids no trumps to show a stopper in the full suit. And of course, some club players just use full suit forcing primarily for this aim, which is the kind of basic, very basic version of full suit forcing. So this is to do with stopper showing. So you've opened a spade, 15 points, partner's gone 2 clubs, we've come back 2 diamonds to show the shape. North bid 2 hearts full suit forcing. What next for us as South, do you think? We haven't got any extra shape, have we? Because we're 5-4-2-2. So this is fourth priority. How can we show a stopper in hearts? By the way, that 2 hearts never promises a stopper. Never, never, never. That 2 hearts is artificial. Marion P, Lisa, Carrie are all bidding 2 no trumps, of course. Should we have a look? There you go. There's the answer. Hope you got that one right in replay as well. If you don't have a stopper in the full suit, Gina, don't worry. We've got options 5 and 6 coming later to tell you about. But this 2 no trump says I've got a heart stopper, you know, the ace of hearts, king X, even queen XX. And it's a minimum point count, by the way. That's quite important. It's 12 to 15. If you had 16 points or more, you'd actually jump to 3 no trumps. I think that's in a slide coming up. But yes, a minimum point count for opener, 12 to 15, with a heart stopper. It also means that if you get to play no trumps, which you probably almost certainly will, the lead comes up to you with your stopper, which is much better. Which brings us handily on to number 4 on BBO. Let's just load it up. Oh, because Sam, I've just said jumping to 3 no trumps there shows 16 plus. So 2 no trump, 12 to 15. Yeah, show a different point count, Sam. And remember, we don't need to rush anyway. Okie dokie. So 1 diamond opener. 1 spade from North. 2 clubs from South. What next for North with their 13 points? It's good to practice what we're doing at every turn, because some of you, if you're brand new to full suit forcing, you've never learned it before, I'm sure some of you will, you'll need to read the worksheet, download it, have a look at the practice hands. Yeah, it's ideal for full suit forcing. Otherwise, if you weren't playing full suit forcing, you'd have to bid 3 no trumps here with no heart stopper, which would be worrying. I'm going to alert it. What next for opener as South? Yep. Partner, I've got a heart stopper and I've got 12 to 15 points. Good. North clearly raises to game. And best to lead the unbid suit there. Full suit forcing, which was the heart, wasn't it? Yeah. Fine to lead from a 3-card suit. If it's the unbid suit, effectively it's the unbid suit because it's full suit forcing. Yeah, we know South has a stopper, but probably only 1. Good, we're counting certain tricks. 4, 5, 6, 7. Extras clearly coming from the gold dust in diamonds. Let's go. I'm not going to ask you if you're going to duck the ace of hearts because I know you're all going to. Queen of hearts comes back. We duck again. Quack, quack. Actually, they'll probably come back a low heart, actually. Otherwise, suit might get blocked. To the king. Third round of hearts. Good. What card do we play next from Declarer? Do come along on Wednesday. We're doing the suit quality overcall test and bidding to level of the fit. So that's Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning from Portugal. Suit quality overcall test and the level of the fit, if you're rusty on that. Yes, we must get to dummy, of course. Because that's where we're going to play a diamond. Yeah. Very good. That's where we want to be. And which diamond are we going to play here? Ace, queen, or 10? Just looking at the cards in front of you, dummy and declarer, that won't really help you to look at the opponent's cards. I think we're pretty good now at this deep finesse, aren't we? Morning, Dulcie. Lisa. Yeah, so put in the 10. Loses to the king. Okay, let's say they switch to a spade now. Should we finesse or do we play the ace of spades here? This hand is available in replay, by the way. And remember, you've always got the next button. I must keep reminding you to show you exactly how the hand should be played out. I programmed it in a few weeks ago. Yeah, the ace. We can't afford to take the finesse here. Good. Well, we're going on quite nicely. What next from the dummy? We've just won the ace of spades. I'm going to give you a clue. I'll use my room key. There it is. Ria Park Hotel. As the get out of jail free card. This is your last chance in dummy. Is there something you think we ought to be doing before playing the diamond? It's your last chance in dummy, really. We know the diamond. You know, we're pretty certain that East has jack down. So actually, we must unblock these two clubs. So well done if you spotted that. Otherwise, we're going to get into a pickle later. You've got to unblock those two club winners. Good. Otherwise, you're not going to have an entry back to the hand. So now we play the diamond. To the queen. Ace of diamonds. Brings down the jack, of course. We've got our two diamond winners. There they are. And the unblocked king of clubs. To finish. So we made 10 tricks in the end. Courtesy of that double finesse, the deep finesse in diamonds, really. Well done. But yeah, it was important to unblock the clubs at some point, otherwise there would be a blockage. Good, and again, 630, 3 no trumps plus 1 would pretty much be the top score there. Well played. Let's just go back to the classroom for the last 5 minutes or so. There we are. Oh, we got, yes, Gina was concerned that she may not know what to do. Well, Gina, don't worry. 5th priority and 6th priority coming up. So with 5th priority, support partners, this is when you don't have a stopper, you don't have any extra shape. It's quite low down the list. You support partners' first suit with a good doubleton. Ace X, King X, Queen X. Let's face it, a good doubleton is almost as good as 3 little cards for partner's suit. Right. So we've just got the 5-4-2-2, no extra shape. We've opened a diamond. We've come back 2 cards. Partner's bid 2 hearts, wanting more information. But we don't have any extra shape. We don't have a stopper in hearts. So what do we do? Clearly, it's 100% forcing. Yeah. Never, ever pass. Partner won't be amused. So just to reiterate, priority number 5 is show a good doubleton. So occasionally you might end up playing in a 5-2 fit. Yeah, if North has got 5 spades and no heart stopper, then occasionally sometimes we play in a 5-2 fit or even a 4-3 fit in the majors if we know we haven't got a stopper for no trumps by a 4-suit forcing. Hello, Alice, Eleanor. Yeah, it's 2 spades. Good doubleton there. Now, this is quite a subtle point. Gina's just said, everyone, won't partner think you've got 3? Well, you could have 3. That's a good point. But if you only have a doubleton, then you won't have a stopper in hearts. Okay? Good morning, Gerald. Is North guaranteeing 5 cards in spades? 100% not, Gerald. No, North might only have 4 spades. But the point I'm making is a subtle one. If South only has a doubleton spade, a good doubleton like here, King X, then they won't have a stopper in hearts. So 4 spades will be a better contract in a 5-2 fit. Okay. Remember, North would only bid onto game with 5 cards, everyone. But it's quite a subtle point. If you don't get that subtle point, you can have a warm breeze. But yes, you don't need to worry about it. King X is as good as 3 little cards. Right, take a deep breath. It's Last Chance Saloon, everyone. Look, there is Last Chance Saloon. I've never been there. But yes, Marriott, you've got to bid to game. 4 spades or 3 no trumps or whatever. So Last Chance Saloon, you've got nothing to show. You've got no extra shape, no stopper. You haven't got a good doubleton. What do? Well, you don't panic. What you do is opener repeats their 5 card suit. Partner will think you have 6 cards, but it's the best of a bad job. Okay? Last chance. I mean, I can't remember the last time I had to do this in 5-10 years, of playing bridge. So it's a very rare thing to have to do. But let's have a look at it. So you've shown your 5 hearts and 4 clubs, and you've got nothing extra to show. No extra shape, no stopper, no good double. What do you think you do there? You have to tell a little bit of a white lie. As I say, I can't remember the last time I did Last Chance Saloon. What can you tell, partner? You have to bid, of course. Yeah, your game forcing. Good morning, B. How is the weather in Knaresborough, B? Which is next to Harrogate. Have you got any sunshine yet? Oh, it's wonderful. Well done, B. I'm glad the weather's cheered up for you. And Stuart, yes, of course, he's in Harrogate. Yeah, here we go, everyone. Should we have a little look-see? 2 hearts. Yeah, it's the best of a bad job. You might end up in 4 hearts on a 5-2 fit. You may end up in 3 no trumps. Yeah, you'll generally end up in the right contract. Good, but I think what you will see from this lesson, appreciate that your bidding is going to become more accurate. You'll no longer end up in 3 no trumps with no stoppers, and they take the first 5 or 6 tricks. Should we just have a look at the synopsis, which is in the worksheet as well, of course. So, first priority, support with 3 cards, partner's first suit. Second priority would be to repeat the second suit to show your 5-5, if you've got 5-5. Thirdly, you'd repeat the first suit to show a 6-card suit or more, most often repeating A suit in bridge shows 6 cards. And then the other priorities, 4, 5, and 6. Bid no trumps to show stopper. Support partner's first suit with a good doubleton. And last chance saloon, tell that white lie, repeating the first suit with only 5 cards. But as I say, comes up extremely rarely. So those are the priorities. Oh, let's just have an addendum or two. We've got time. You've opened a heart, come back 2 clubs. Remember, you don't jump with 17 points. No, just bid 2 clubs there. That shows up to an inclusive 18 points. You don't jump in a new suit, very rarely. Only with 19 plus would you jump in a new suit as opener. What do we do now, though? Partner's asking for information. We don't have any extra shape. We're 5, 4, 2, 2. So we can show a diamond stopper, can't we? Yes, you jump in your own suit, Sam, if that's what you're asking. 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 hearts to show 16 plus. Yep. Jumping in your own suit's fine. Well, we have got a stopper, so we need to be bidding no trumps. But well done. The chat box. Did you bid 3 no trumps watching in replay? I'm sure you did. There's the answer, look. And there's Bashir on his early morning run up in the Kyoto Mountains. In Japan, that's where Bashir lives. There you go, well done. 3 no trumps shows 16 plus and a stopper in diamonds, which will be very useful if partner's got a very strong hand and thinking about going to slam. There's another addendum here. We've only got 11 points here. What do we do with this, do you think? It's got a heart, a spade, 2 clubs. Responder's got 11. What might their best bid be, do you think? It does look a bit like Bashir, Andrew. I thought so. Although I have to get a close-up. Oh, I'm ending the lesson as well. I must remember that. And I will just give you a quick... I'll try and go out onto the balcony. May get a view of the swimming pool. For those who want it, it's entirely optional. But it is traditional when I'm away from home to show you what's going on out here in Portugal in the Algarve. Yes, well done. You didn't fall into the trap of bidding 2 diamonds here. That would have been wrong. So very important, everyone, to only use 4 suit forcing with 12 or more points. So here, 2 no trump is 10 to 11 points. Normally with a diamond stopper, but not always. No, occasionally you might not have a diamond stopper. Nothing else to bid. But normally a diamond stopper here when you bid 2 no trumps. Yeah, this doesn't really have to be for the more experienced, this one. Can we remember 3 things, please? So the bid of the 4 suit shows 12 plus points and forcing to game. Does not promise any length in the suit. It's artificial. You must agree with partner. Secondly, when responding to 4 suit forcing, much better to show extra shape first as your priority. And finally, the most common response is actually 2 no trumps, priority 4, which shows a stopper in that 4th suit. Yeah, don't get confused. It's easy to get confused. Some people think bidding the 4th suit shows a stopper. No. Yeah, that's just asking for information. But 2 no trump response shows the stopper at a minimum opening hand. Well, it's 10:34 Portugal time. It's 10:34 UK time. There's no time difference here. So thank you very much for your company. I'll have to see if the children are out of bed yet. Next week, I'll be back in the UK. Come and join us for Roman Keycard Blackwood. Those who already learnt it, it's very good to practice, of course. It doesn't come up very often, like many conventions. Thank you, Jeremy, Patricia, Chris Annealy, Beetle. Sam, I've enjoyed giving it. It's nice to give my lessons on a 51 week of the year basis. Yeah, quite a lot to remember. Thank you, B. See you soon. Thank you, Jane H. Thank you, Tony. And Mac, no, my pleasure. Stuart, enjoy the sunshine in Harrogate. Let's hope it lasts. Thank you, TG. I do, try and make it as clear as possible. And you've got the worksheet as well, which will be very useful. Yeah. The priorities will come to you, Maggie. Should we just go and have a look outside for those who would like to? So I'm just going to go on a bit of an adventure. Here we go. We're going to unplug. I'll be coming back. Oh, where are we? A little bit stiff. So we're going on an adventure here. We're just going to go through the lobby. There we go. That's the lobby. Oops. And we're going to go have a little look out here. You still me? Yes, that's the lobby, look. So we're going over here. I'm just going to go have a look. Out here, if I can find my way. Oh yes, here's the door. Here we go. So this is looking out on the terrace. Oh, that is the swimming pool. A little bit of the vista. There's the seaside, the sea. Quite a good view, really. Oh, Anne can't see anything. Can the others see? Oh yes, Jill can see. Try not to drop the laptop. That wouldn't go down too well. Oh, Julia can see. Hi, Julia. Where's the Hotel Beetle? It's called the Rear Park Hotel. It's in the Algarve, Valdelobo, Quinta del Lago, around there where the golf courses are. It's called the Rear Park. Oh, Jill's been there. Thank you, Alice. Blue sky, Robertson. So yes, not something I've been so used to in North Yorkshire recently. But yes, it's definitely a blue sky holiday here. I would recommend the hotel to you. Called the Rear Park Spa Hotel. Oh, it's not raining.
Oh, you did, sorry.
Oh, I'm back again. I'll just sign off now, I think. I'm back in the lobby. But thank you all for your company. Let's take a seat. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Phil B. See you Wednesday, Beetle, yes. Oh, yes, come along on Wednesday, Beetle, for some squatting and some level of the fit. I'll be here at 11 o'clock. Try and remember my prop this time. Thank you, Jack's mum. I think that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining if you're watching in replay too. I'm finishing off today, so I will press the stop button. Have a great week, and let's hope the sun is soon shining for you, if it's not already. Bye.